Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to talk about Vexels t-shirt designer. Now I made a video for it about a year ago, this one right here, and that's when it first came out and they had a contest and everything. And there's still a lot of that, but there's more things on there now that there were before. I'm using the Vectorizer tool a lot now with updating or vectorizing my AI art that I get from ChatGPT, but there's a lot more that it does. So I wanted to show you in this video kind of step by step on everything it does. And Vexels has a sale going on right now, so it's a perfect time to show you some of the things that it does and those things that you get. So let's go into Vexels right now. I'll show you everything that I can about it so that you know what you're getting. Alright, so here I am on Vexels. I'm in incognito mode because there's some things I want you to see before you sign up if you're not already signed up. And when I sign up, I get a different screen. So here you can see save 35% on an annual plan. So that just started today. And there's a ton of things on here. So if you've been to Vexels before, you know there's a big library of designs, t-shirts, vectors, and all of this. But what I'm going to talk about in this video is just this, the merch designer, or I believe it's just called designer now. So I'm going to click on here and you can see what it does. So new designer is live right now. We can try it. And there's so many things. It's basically like Canva or Kiddo or things like that, where you can put things together on a thing and it's all online and you can have access to their graphics and you can have access to text and fonts and everything. So I'll show you how that works. The best way to describe this in the short term is to watch their video. So I'm going to show you their video that's down here. Now you can go through this whole page and learn about it. You can see all these things were made with Vexels designers, which is pretty cool. They have their own templates as well. I'm going to play this and then I'm going to talk through it on what it is. All right, so your text design, look at all the different fonts. You can change this. So if you're struggling with merch design, like it says, your ideas deserve better. So Vexels designer is here. So it's going to turn that into this, which is really cool. That's a cool upgrade. And it's going to, you can basically upgrade your t-shirt design. So if you're, have a hard time figuring out what to design, look at that. You can change the text pretty easy. Use lots of different fonts on here. Lots of different designs on here, graphics. They have some ton of cool graphics on here. And I love their AI stuff that they're going to show in a little bit here with this. So it's going to change that into, quickly redesign it. Robot tiger. Check out this robot tiger. It's amazing. There's a bunch of robot tigers actually, but those look really, really cool, right? And then you can, of course, change it for different things, tag it, and all of that. Look at that. Create merch that fuels success. I love it. So great. It's for not only apparel, but you can see the other products as well. Pretty cool. So this is made for print on demand. You can see all those different places that you can sell those things on and start building. It's a great time because it's close to Q4. So I think a lot of people want to put those t-shirts out there. All right, so cool. There's more, of course, on this page. You can scroll down and do that, but I'm gonna go into here, scroll back to the top, and we'll click this try it now right here, and it's gonna ask you to sign in. So I'm gonna sign in, and then I'll get out of this incognito mode, and I'm gonna show you everything that it does. All right, so now that I'm signed in, you can see High Detour Shirts. I'm gonna go here, you can see it's called Designer. I'm gonna click on that. And the first thing you're gonna see is this. So you got your choice between templates. They got a bunch of templates on here that you can use, pretty cool. You got My Projects, so if you've done anything, you can go back into that and you can just start from scratch. And they have the right sizes for print on demand stuff, like 4500 by 5400, Amazon, right? And all these other ones that you can use, mugs and posters and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna go into templates, but of course you can go anywhere else. You can search templates as well. I'm probably going to use just one of these, but they have categories too. Latest streetwear, some really cool streetwear stuff, lettering. So if you want to just do that, vintage stuff, floral, cartoon, and so on. It just keeps going. Some really cool ones though. This one's really neat. Some of their cartoon ones are really fun ones. So if you like this kind of artwork, which I do, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go into featured. Let's just do something easy. I've been working on this cherry one before, so I'm going to show you what I've done on here. So at first it puts it on a t-shirt, but if that gets distracting or whatever, I know it does for me sometimes, you can turn that off down here at the very bottom. You can see turn off t-shirt. And if you like a guide around it, you can turn on the guides here. So turn on t-shirt with guides, turn off t-shirt, turn on and off guides right there. So easy. I like working like this, but I know a lot of people like working, want to see it on a t-shirt when they do it, and that's totally cool. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is we can change the title of this. So if we wanna change it to fruit stand or whatever, let's see, I'm gonna fruit stand design, right? We can change that. So that will be the title of yours. And then let's see, you can start from here, this drop down this menu. You can start a new project, you can rename your project, duplicate project, look at your projects and save the project. So that's really cool to do there. I think this will take you back to Vexels, so I don't want to click that. We're going to start on this left hand side right here, and you can see there's a bunch of templates. Now we already started with a template, so if I clicked on one of these, it's going to replace this, and I guess we could try it. Let's see if do it, and then we can come back to it. So I clicked on this one right here. Again, it puts it, and you can see the right color t-shirt. The background is the color of the t-shirt, and again, I can turn that off if I want. Now I could go back to the cherry one if I wanted to, and you notice it keeps the same name right here, because that's the name of your project, whatever you're working on, not necessarily the name of the template now. So, okay, so I like this one. Next thing I can see is collections. There's a bunch of them, the template collections, which we saw earlier before we picked it. I'm going to show you some cool things that we can do on here. So I'm going to show you a really cool feature, and that was shown in the video, is that you can come in here and click on the graphic. And let's say you don't want to use these cherries, although this is some pretty cool cherries, but you can redesign it or replace it. So first, you can see these sparkles right here. This is new, by the way. They didn't have this a year ago when I did this. Because this is using AI. So I'm going to hit redesign, and then it's going to say, now you can preserve the design essence, which means I'm going to keep this same style, or if you turn this off, you can use any of these styles already in here. Look at all those styles, pretty cool. So I'm going to leave it because I like this style, and I'm going to type in a different prompt so that it changes it. Now the prompt I'm going to use is this: 2 full guavas and 2 half guavas, showing the inside with the leaves, I'm going to put an S there, in the background. All right, and then you can say how many different options you want. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm going to go max of 4 just so we can have the different options. And of course it's going to use 4 credits. So you can see I have my credits here, and I'm going to hit redesign. Now this is going to just take a little bit of time, so I'm going to come back and then show you what these results are here, these 4, and then we're going to pick the 4, and it's going to replace these cherries with AI. Take a look at these results. Are they amazing or what? They look like guavas. They're cut in half, like I said. So you can see some of them have the black background, some of them have the white, but it doesn't matter, because when I click on them, it's going to automatically remove the background for the print. You see that right there? And look at that. Perfect. It looks great. And now I have this. Now I can change the font on this too. So if I wanted to change this, I can say guavas and just do delete all of this and then caps lock guavas. Boom. Now it's a little smaller, but of course I can make it bigger. Check it out. Boom. I can take out sweet here, so everything is editable. I can change the font here. Let's say I want to add some style to it. I can do that as well. Where's my font here? I can change it to handwritten font. Oh, I have to highlight the whole thing. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Not sure which one's the best one. They have a ton of fonts though, so that's kind of a cool one. That's kind of a cool one. And so on. I can change the color of it, right? So right now we have this color. So if I wanted to use my eyedropper tool and maybe use the same color that's here, I could do that. I could pick any of these other colors, whatever I want. Pretty cool, right? And then I could change this, of course, and so on. So Really versatile. I love that you can do this, and you can see I can scale these designs now a lot faster. So if I wanted one for guavas, I can come in here, use this again, and change it to another fruit, and I can make a whole fruit stand version of designs, right? I can do one for guavas and pineapples and apples and cherries, and like the list goes on and on. I can scale this thing, which is really cool. And look at the artwork. It's just amazing. All right. I wanted to show you another thing, so I'm going to replace it now and pick one of these things. So I can come in here and look, it takes me right to the elements, and I don't know if they have guavas, so I'm just going to do fruit. And they have these pomegranates. Look at that, different style, but I can just come in here and change it to whatever I want, right? Maybe a kawaii stuff, or a lemon. I can do a lemon one in a different style, of course, but pretty cool. Now this is an artwork, and I probably should have said different, but I'm gonna turn this off. And let's try some of these different things. And let's see if I'm gonna use the same phrase here, but let's do it in a different style. So let's do this detailed art style, and then we'll just do 2 of these and see what happens. All right, so here's the artwork in a different style. So I'm gonna click on this right here. This is my guavas that was done with AI, but not, like you can see this one right here is drawn, hand-drawn kind of thing. So this is kind of cool in different art style. So when I click on this, you'll notice on the left-hand side right here, there's several options. So I could remove the background, but the background's already removed. I can apply a mask. I'm not gonna do that. But I can vectorize it, which is kind of cool. So right now I can't color it. There's no coloring on it. So if I vectorize it, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna do a max of, it has a max of 12. And I really love this vectorizer. You can see on some of my other videos, I've been using this for some kawaii art, and it does really, really well. So I'm gonna vectorize this right here. It's pretty fast too. Once I vectorize it, I'm gonna be able to color it, which is really neat. So you can see right here now that when I click on edit, it doesn't ask me to vectorize it because it knows it's a vector, but I can come in here and let's say I want this dark color to be a different color. Check that out. You can see the changes right there. I'm gonna change some of the lighter colors here. Let's see. See that? Isn't that neat? Am I picking the right one here? Oh, that's the top one right there. And so on. So I can change some of these colors on it, which is really cool. So if I want a different color guava, you know, I could come in here and kind of play around with some of the colors in the guava here, which is really neat, right? Let's play with this one and so on. So you see that? So that's really nice that I can come in here, play around with the colors. Let's say if, you know, for whatever reason I want a different color of something, I can make it a vector, and it's totally easy to change the colors. Not all AI apps have this built in. This is one of the special AI apps, or one of the special apps that have Vectorizer built in, and you can change the color. So that, I think that's really special that it does that. I'm gonna switch this out again, and I'm gonna show you something else that it can do. So let's redesign this. Actually, I wonder, yeah, you can hit Command Z just like you would in Illustrator and so on. So I'm gonna keep hitting Command Z until we go back to this. All right, so here we go. This looks like a photo, and you can see I didn't vectorize it, but there's still some other options I wanted to share with you. So this is dual tone. Check it out. I can change the color of this. Let's say I want it to be pink and yellow, maybe pink and white. Look at that. It kind of just changes the color depending on which 2 colors you pick for the dual tone. Pretty cool, right? The other thing you can do is just black and white. You can do black and white versions if you want it. Some people like that different style of a black and white t-shirt, which is really cool, very retro. You also can turn it into a vintage photo. Check it out. It can be more or less with the colors and stuff. Really cool, all in one click. So all of that, and there's more. There's more in here. Those are just the top 3. You can see this one. This one's a blur. This is a grayscale. This is a sepia tone. This one inverts it. Look at that. Pixelate. So if you ever want to pixelate something, look at that. You can have a pixel thing, black and white photo, noise, and so on. And of course you can change the noise and things like that. So really, really cool image effects that you can do right inside of here. So you don't need Photoshop or anything to do that. It does it all. That pixel one's pretty cool, right? I like doing pixel designs. And then you have the blending mode too. If you want to blend two things together, you can do that all right here in the edit graphics. So a lot of cool edit graphic capabilities built into Vexels so that you can do that. All right, I wanted to show you other things on here. Let's make sure we go through all of these. Now we went through the templates. We went through some of the text. Now you can have like, there's some really cool like texts that already have like text effects in them. So you could do that. Like if you wanted this to say, come on here, and this to say guava instead, these are editable. So I could do guava like that and turn this down and then, you know, use that instead to do it, and then change the color of this. Look how easy this is to do. Change the color, boom, you know, and I don't need this days ahead. Cool. All right, isn't that cool? And you can, oh, I forgot about this. You can rewrite the quote. So if you want something and you don't know what to put on there, like maybe you grab the template. Let's do this again. I'm gonna get out of my guava one. Let's grab a different template since we can do this. Let's see something. Oh yeah, spare me the drama. Okay, check this out. This is really, really cool. This is another thing that's built into AI. So I'm gonna click on here, the text, and you can see rewrite quote. So I'm gonna use AI to do it, and it's generating right here. Check this out. The idea is you can just click on this and look at that, it changes it. You just click on this and it changes it. Isn't that cool? So really neat. So I got it back here, but that's a really cool way to come in here, and if you can't think of something to change it, it has it right there, rewrite quote, another use of AI that's built in here. So let me see some other text things. Oh yeah, you can customize your shapes, you can distort it. I didn't get into that, but you can do that. Let's see, we got elements here, of course, all the elements, bunch of shapes. You got vintage sunsets and all that. Look at that, it just keeps going, really cool. Decorations, so you can basically build anything you want in here, move things around, of course with the AI as well. And this is where I do my vectorizing. You can see I use it a lot here personally. You can upload something that you've done in AI somewhere else as well, and if you want to vectorize that, it does that as well. Here's some AI generations that we just did with that, so you don't lose it. So if you want to put it back in here, let's say you don't want this one, you can come back in here. Of course it doesn't match anymore, but let's do the guavas, right? And you have it, it's there, and you can remove the background. I didn't do it. It did it when you replace it, but it doesn't do it automatically when you drag it in from there. But you can easily do it. See that? Now the background's done. Really cool. All of that, all built in. That's on the left side here. On the right side here are your settings. So you can change your artboard size for all these different products. Check that out. Pretty cool. Even phone cases and pop sockets and all of that. You can do, oh, this is the front of the t-shirt, so there's different trim areas. The background color, this is where you would change for your color of t-shirt. So if your color t-shirt is this or that, you can change it, or there's some custom, not custom, but some built-in ones right here, white and black standard at the beginning here. And then you can add textures. Look at all these textures you can add on there, so that's really cool. And the last thing I wanted to show you is the palettes. So let me go back and do that vector one that we did, the vector art. I'm gonna vectorize this again just so we have it. I think this is a different one actually, just so I can show you, like, because it's gonna be vector, there are going to be different colors on it. Oh, I was supposed to remove the background. Dang it. Anyway, you can remove the background or you don't have to. I'm going to just pick one of these and see what happens. So let's check it out. Yeah, see that? It changes everything all at once. So you can try these out. Now some of them are going to be hits and misses, but it's really good on some of the other templates. Let's try a different template actually. So I'm going to go to a template that has lots of colors. Oh wow, there's a bunch. Oh, this one right here. All right, so this template, let's say you want to try different colors. Let's do it. Look at that. It just changes it. Pretty cool, right? So some of them are going to be, oh, that's a cool one. Some of them are going to work for some things and some are going to work for other things. I'm going to go to the top and do the rainbow one. And then you can hit it again and it will just remix those colors in different spots. So if you don't like it, you know, click it a couple of times, see what it turns out to. I really like this one. This one's kind of cool, this blue one. So there you go, that's palettes, makes it really easy. Of course, you can just come in here and change the colors too if you wanted to. And I think that works. Or yeah, there you go. And edit some of these colors in here as well. So this is right here, you can come in here and edit those colors there. So lots of different ways you can manually do it or just have the palettes do it yourself. So that's Vexels Designer. You can see it just keeps getting better and better. A lot of cool AI features, a lot of cool, I love the vectorizer and all of that. So, and of course replace image and replace text with AI, really cool. So let me show you what this is and the sale that they have. So I'm gonna go back to Vexels. You click that button right there and they have pricing right here. And this is it. So I believe, yep, there it is. I was waiting for that. So save 35% on annual plan. So you can put that code in Vexels35 and this is how much it is. So monthly, if you do the yearly plan, which is the best one, but you can also do the monthly plan, but this 35% is on annual plan. So that's the yearly one. So you can see a lot better than before, $21 a month, and you get all of those things, not only the ones that I showed you, but everything on Vexels, like all the things. And you can have a 7-day free trial right there. So isn't that cool? 100 stock downloads, AI creativity, unlimited online tools, designer projects, and so on. Now you can still do the designer projects here, but I guess that's the most popular one, so I went there. But you still have some designer projects on this one. So 7-day free trial on this one as well. So go and try it out. See if you like it. See if it's something that you need. And of course, they have all the other, go explore and all the other things. So there you go. Hopefully that was really, really helpful. And to help you out, I've been working with Vexels as well. And I have my own discount code. So it's for 40% off. So even more than 35% off. If you use this right here, Detour Shirts 40. So it's only for a limited time. So make sure to put that in. It's for this sale right here. So try it out. Detour Shirts 40. If you want to use Vexels now, go ahead and I would suggest you go ahead and try it first and see if you like it. Of course, I've showed you and you can see the videos and there's lots of different things that you can do on there. It's really great for scaling designs. You can see that I was able to change those fruits very easily with AI and the results are really good. That guava actually looked like a guava, right? And it knocked out the background and everything. So try it out for yourself. See if you like it. Use that code if you want it. Now, if you want to see that old video that I did, I think I touched some of the other ones. You can see how much it's changed as well. So I'll put that older video that I did for Vexels right here for the t-shirt designer at the time. I think that's what it was called. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully this video is really helpful for you. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.